Speaking of setting things in motion, we're actually going to see the Sett and Renekton for the solo lanes of LNG. Big, beefy front lines to be able to kind of set this.
Priority here is Light. Oh, hang on, mid lane.
Mid lane is there, and this is the early priority that we were talking about. Captain has to flash, and they waited for it perfectly. I want to try and contest this. The Dragon resets. It gives them a little bit of extra time. This is a 4v4. 4v5 as the TP comes in on the backside. Here we go. Dragon going to be taking down a 400 HP. It's just secured by TT. As you can see, Vayne is just completely untouched in this fight, just trying her best to get as much damage off as possible. They overextend, and TT
as well. Like, it's really nice, easy to execute comp here for LNG.
Well, speaking of an easy execute comp, this could be Tarzan in a little bit of trouble. That's a red card locked in, though, for Captain, who goes golden with 1 HP, and Icon will clean.
Or trying to get these concussive stacks, but when you're able to get out so quickly as like the likes of Light, it's very difficult to do so.
Oh, Sam D in a 1v2. This is why you pick the Vayne, but unfortunately for him... Oh, never mind! He trades it 1 for 1, and that is why he picked Megatron. And that's just who you have to be now. Are you a Decepticon or are you an Autobot? That's what I want to know. Which one?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of filling out both sides, seeing how it's going. One has offered me milk and cookies, the other has offered me beer, and the beer is winning out so far, but we'll see how the rest goes. Maybe there's a whiskey that is brought into the mix that just changes everything. I'm holding my cards and waiting to see how it goes.
Yeah, we're waiting to see what both sides offer. As we see now, a trade of objectives. Dragon went over to TT, while the Rift Herald goes over to the side of LNG, but a bot fight in the bot side. Glacial Fisher used a cleanse and a flash.
Especially something that can set up for Captain. Now, Icon doing a great job in this big lane of holding Captain in place, making it difficult to join these spots, but certainly would make plays like this easy.
Yeah, and you can just jump straight on top of Iwandi, who has no flash, nowhere to go, and that is going to be a huge amount of money given over to the side of the bot lane, and jungler of TT is going to be answered in top side by Tarzan, who does use that Rift Herald charge to get the last of those plates up there. Bless needs to be a little bit careful. That is still a Sett who is very, very powerful. However, for TT, this is great for them. They're keeping the gold even. They're able to kind of get this Sam D Vayne going as best they can, and this is exactly what we wanted to see them do, because like we said, if this Vayne can snowball and start to 1v1 in anyone in terms of a side lane, that becomes very dangerous for the side of LNG. Limits are available. Flash for Light not quite there yet, so keep an eye on that. Iwandi also missing it, but the Ornhorn comes out, as is the Destiny Gate. They're trying to see if they can isolate a target. Iwandi looks like he's going to be the one. Chalitza just hanks up in the Canthian Rain. Icon needs to be a little bit careful. They jump straight down on top of the Vayne, and that is your damage source gone. They are going to use the Talia well to try and separate everybody, and they jump straight in. There's the shotgun. They're going to use Light to try and chase down Bless, but overall, LNG find the trigger and they pull it.
Yeah, hate to say I told you so, but that was exactly what I expected coming into this, where you just jump on towards Sam D, knock him down, and then you've got nothing left in the tank here for this further pressure so they can work around it, or they needed to come in with this very strong front to back. But top side.
Whoa, here we go. Iwandi gonna have to use the solar flare to keep everyone alive, but this is the big fight. As you can see, Sam D just pushing in, gets a double kill, might keep chasing, maybe looking for a triple kill for Sam D on the Vayne. But look at the backside, this Renekton is massive. He is a huge alligator croc trying to just shred down these health bars. They're trying to maybe turn this one back, but there is the showstopper. Sam D is dead. It's a 3 for 3 overall. LNG saved the play, but TT, they tried to make it happen.
I don't even know if it's going to be 3 for 3. They're on the hunt. The croc smells blood.
Oh, there it is. It's going to eventually be 2 kills to Makuya.
To try and create pressure on and create long side lanes for yourself. So when you get to these later dragons, you're not in, and then use this split push and find more opportunities for the pick. So unfortunately though, with LNG kind of hovering around this mid, they won't be able to get that. But at least Captain now has gotten 2 turrets on this top side.
Yeah, and this is a much better decision. You realize you're not really in position to fight for that dragon. You're probably not as strong in a team fight as you want to be, considering Makuya is just so damn big on this crocodile. So, as you say, create long lanes, get those two
past them, and the Kraken Slayer as well. That's going to be 3 hit people. Mid lane? They try to
see now. Oh, they have got it. Solar Flare goes down, and they use the showstopper. The turret is still alive. Now it eventually goes down, but Sam D Can he stay alive? Yes, he can. They don't quite get enough damage onto anyone onto TT. They get the turret. They invest a hell of a lot. Overall, it should be pushing back in favor of TT. The Destiny Gate has been used. They get the knock up on the Captain, and Captain gets jumped on. He has to go golden straight away. TP going to be brought in. Captain is dead. The Captain is no longer with his team. Icon jumped on, but he had the stopwatch. They have Sam D, but he's able to kite this one back. This could be very, very dangerous for the side of TT if they can't keep Sam D alive. He's trying his very best, but Light finds himself onto the back line. They get 3 kills. They get 4, and they're going to be able to finish off the Ornn. It's going to be a clean 8.
Firmly in control of this game. Call the Meeks, everything. It's like you're trying to dodge away from so much stuff as Sam D. It's so different. First game, like, Captain had a 0.6 KDA from the first series, but he'd done 28%.
Now they know. Now they know the flank is there. They have potential to be able to try and stop this one out. Ooh, big chunk there using the rapid fire cannon, but jump straight in on top of Captain Teen as well. Sam D trying to get himself into this fight, but you can see he's just not auto-attacking. Now he finally gets in. There is the stairs gate pop. Graves goes down. That's Light picking up the first kill of this fight. Talia picks up the second. Sam D just trying to kite away. Still has all summoners there. There's the Kaiser into the backside, and this is why this pick is so damn powerful. Finds herself 3 kills, triple for Light, and Captain is all in mid lane alone without a prayer. He's going to be chased down by Makuya. You can only imagine it has to use the exhaust, using several gold cards to try and keep himself alive, but he is running out of mana fast. And while that's all happening, look at the mini-map. The bot lane is being pushed in hard by TT. Or sorry, by LNG, excuse me.
It's Sam done, Sam dusted, and Sam doomed on the side of TT, because they have got nothing left here. This Vayne could not get rolling. LNG shut them down, and they will pick up game 1.
Game 1 is going to go over in favor of LNG. Took them a hell of a lot longer than they probably wanted it to, but a win is a win, and LNG take the first advantage in this best of 3.
She requires a very specific style of play. She typically runs Guardian, and we have seen some pretty interesting choices in her summoners. A lot of people do actually run Barrier just to get the heal. Around is actually not going to go for that. He's actually just going to go for the top lane as the fight is popping off.
Oh, see LA now being jumped on top of Talitza. Trying to outplay this one, brings him straight into Tarzan. Nice!
He actually dodges on the damage coming in from Talitza. I wasn't sure if Ruthless Predator able to CS better and holding the fort down with that 1k advantage there. Meanwhile, on the top side, I actually think it's the...
Not able to follow up anything else. They did burn the Ragnarok, though, from Bless. He had to burn that one, because if he got caught by the Gravitum, he was almost certainly going to die on the tower. Light, though, needs to be careful. The Encore, their bullet time, not quite able to get him off there. Has to burn his heal and his flash, but that's almost certainly going to be the tower in favor of TT. Almost getting the Wombo combo off, but you can see just how incredibly powerful. Such a man of words, just able to weave poetry into your casting. There's the Encore coming out. It does land down onto the Orianna, and they're trying to catch her out. There's the pick, and now the 5v4.
They should have had a tank top laner. Instead, they went for the poke composition, and they can ensure that TT can't group for Wombo combos.
And it's so difficult. I can't even really blame Icon for that, because it's so in travel distance, so that means that you get an extra little bit off it. So it's definitely one of those. You can see the extra length that got off it, but Hook lands down onto Captain. The bullet time separates the fight. The Encore comes over and catches Toon. Light is dead, so Tarzan.
This is going to be the 3rd dragon incoming for TT. If he cannot find a spear, I really don't think they have great chances in this game.
Nice shockwave lands on the Sam D and Talitza. Dragon goes over in favor. They do lose 1, so overall it's a 1-for-1 trade. Flash Flay, flash away by team. Reheal it back up, not the biggest issue at the time, and we can see, ooh, the Moonlight Vigil does not hit any. This Ocean Soul. Ale trying to go back so we can TP maybe back into this. Hasn't got a huge amount of mana. Team just heals back up all that poke. The box goes down to try and stop Talitza from roaming in. He jumps straight onto Tarzan. They do a bit. That's the Ocean Soul over to TT as they try and just run away and take their spoils. They will give up Bless, but it is an easy trade to make if you're on the side of TT. You just got that. Yes, fair enough. Bless is always on the bot side, but you can make things happen in the top side. You can force with the Jason Nibley.
And they don't have a lot of tankiness either. So, oh, we're going to see the teleport come down.
Oh, they are going to go for a Captain just sprinting here on top of Ale. Should have his gate in a moment. Does land the stun though. Nice flash on top of him, and Ally knows he is dead to rights. He's going to try and trade this back as best he possibly can, but there's just only so much of them. You can see them pinging down on top of it. The rest of TT here to defend it, but I think it's almost certainly going down. Icon will fall. That's a kill over to Captain.
Just take this series. You know, you're going to have to bet on that man to steal the big purple worm.
Oh, doesn't matter though, because Tarzan just about gets himself alive. Chalitza has to go golden with his stopwatch, trying to keep himself alive. Slice and dices beautifully. Can Tarzan get into the pit to be able to take this one here? He can't jump over the wall. Curse of LNG so far this game, and TT, they're punishing them very, very nicely. Definitely rough around the edges, but these are massive, massive positives. And like here, look, they thought that LNG thought that TT were going to straight up go for the Elder Drake. It's like, we don't need the Elder Drake. We have Baron, and we're going to crack open your inhibitors.
That was a pretty nice gamble on LNG. I don't think they would have been able to defend anyway in sort of this situation, but they are going to try for a comeback fight.
Trying to go for a comeback. Captain. It's one more auto attack. He does get hit by the Q of Light. Now the chase can come in. This is where it's dangerous for TT. If you keep getting hit by all these different small little moments. Flash into the skies, lands the Q. The flash has to be used by Bless to keep himself away from.
I have seen teams come back from deficits like that. I remember the IG game where Ning basically lost all his smites in one game.
Jace, you are looking very, very strong. There's, you know, advantages of 1,000 or so gold. And they say that, though, they land a fantastic encore in the LPL. Right now, you still got to favor TT just with how these things have been going.
This is a very viable strategy. The 3 members are still acting out into the mid lane. As long as they don't get caught out here, it should be fine.
They should be all right, but the Baron down to about 2,000 HP should go down. Sorry, it's going to be 3,000 HP. They will get it, but will they be able to keep everyone alive? Teen does fall, but again, that's wisely, LA does not decide to take it. He would have found himself right in the middle of a hell of a lot of different people. Huge shock blast onto Teen. He should be able to sustain it up relatively easily, but this is the kind of poke you need to be very, very wary of now if you're TT. The minions will be able to take it down very quickly with this Aphelios and Orianna combo. It doesn't look like they need the minions. They should be able to take this inhibitor, no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, really well played by LNG right here. They're scattering out. They're making sure that the Wombo combo can't hit them. And there goes the Encore. This could be LNG's chance to turn things around.
Yeah, Ally does get himself out with the Dark Passage. Chalitza goes in, but he's exhausted immediately. Bullet time comes down, but it's just not going to hit really onto anybody.
Basically, they had the Queen right there, but they were forced to walk away to defend the King. Teen is caught again, though.
There's the Encore. Teen is caught, but it's all a big old bait as they catch out Light. He is dead and buried. The Aphelios is no longer here. There's the Misfortune using the ultimate off of cooldown. They're still trying to get Chalitza in. The Shockwave has to come down to keep the Renekton off of the rest of the team. Flash in from Captain onto Iwande, plus the exhaust down onto him as well. But minions in the super minions in the mid lane going to be pushing in as quick as they possibly can. You can see Bless trying to just stop any of these backs. These turrets are low. This could be the game going over to TT. They've stopped the backs. It's all down to Icon to try and stop everyone, but I don't think he can. Seraphine will pick up her first win alongside TT, and we're going to a game 3.
Oh, congratulations to TT. And coupled up with the fact that they have something like the Pantheon that can just secure early lane kills, this is LNG that is going to be extremely strong in the early phases of the game. Where did you have LNG? Because I actually have them around 12. Oh, never mind.
No, we're actually going to see Light in a lot of trouble. He gets ignited, pushed down. Beautiful play.
In the bottom lane.
First Dragon goes to TT for the 3rd time in
particularly well. However, I do like what LNG is doing. They are roaming their support here. It is going to be a supportal combat into the top side.
Oh, but the junglers are just too big, and Tarzan picks himself up a kill to kind of, you know, deal with that kind of a presence. But overall, Captain is just small advantages.
There will be a point where TT realizes that they're getting a sense that they will have to try and get some more picks. Their composition isn't really going to work out.
Oh, Solar Flare does go down. Bless has to flash himself away. Teen, though, has been
around that Azir lane, getting him that side of the river advantage. And I love the way Tarzan's been able to chain that. Ooh.
Oh, Sam D says, you want to 1v1 me, bro? That's not going to happen. As they try and keep him safe, does force the man drop, but TP going to be committed here for TT. They're trying to see if they can turn this one right the way around. W has been procced by Tarzan to try and keep him as alive as long as possible. The Gnar and the Azir are here. Sorry, just the Gnar, excuse me. as he tries to get his Mega Gnar going. Makuya seeing if he can go for anything. Slice dice on top of Iwandi, who has got the W shield. The knock in. Iwandi will just about stay alive, but will Makuya be able to keep himself just as about underneath his turret? While that was happening, Icon...
Great find by Sam D right there. He gets the solo kill, but unfortunately, a little bit too little too late right there as the priority does come in. And wow.
You gotta push up on the top side. Azir's getting pushed into the bot lane. So still, LNG getting near this right now. This is just a smart, and this is what you could do with Azir. Team kind of has an idea as I finish off and get an extra little bit of influx of gold. It just feels like it's slipping away from TT to try and make this happen.
This is a good cheeky play from TT. They're going to get a bit of gold into their pocket. It's a 4-man stack onto the top side, very unexpected inhibitors, and it's going to be really, really soon. Like I was talking about, LNG outmatched TT pretty much across whatsoever on this new composition. Makuya just having some fun here.
Having some fun, but joined by Tarzan. Blessed did use his flash, but should be going down pretty damn easily. They get LNG just position around this Baron. They do not want to give away a third Drake for a Baron. Scryer. It's going to be very, very difficult. Makuya is here, has not got Mega for a very, very long time. Teen is off to the side, so they don't know exactly where he is. Grand Sky focus in. Now they know where Teen is. He's going to try and jump in, but it's stolen by LNG. Teen can do nothing on the backside, and the rest of TT just got to retreat. You got to get out. Mission abort has failed. Sharima Shuffle, it's a double kill for Icon as he chased down Captain. Will not be able to get the final ticket damage down, but Chalitza flashing in, trying to get that Ruthless Predator down. Will not be able to get it through the golden gates of the Azir. The Xayah goes up, the Xayah comes down and picks up another kill. It's going to be 3 kills, 4 kills, maybe even 5. It is eventually going to happen. It's a doubles on top of triples, which means it's a full house for the side of LNG, and they will take the ace, they take the Baron, and they're going to take the base.
Sam D does have his dignity intact as he finally takes down the raid boss in light, but that's just too little too late. LNG with a beautiful Baron steal are going to close this series out. Very well done on their part. You know what, LNG, you might be able to outsmart them, but you're not going to be able to outmuscle them 3 games in a row.
No, not 3 games. 1 game, maybe 2 games, perhaps, but not 3. As you can see, LNG just starting to pad those stats as they take down these Nexus turrets. They fall. The Nexus is next to follow, and LNG will continue their undefeated series streak in the LPL.
Taking down IG in their first series. This one a little